5-star general. Don't make it 6 burning niggas like venereal diseases and they dicks get clapped. Gat get clocked, you get slapped. First nigga to cap, the nigga to get the trap. Keep it moving, keep it locked. Keep your mouth closed. And as you can see, plenty are in words, subordinate. You have your orders. Plenty of them were and are subordinate. I refer to case number 00-426A. Now I was somewhere cooling indoors in my domicile, temporary domicile, when it dawned on me that I hadn't had much paperwork like type information. A lot of stuff was just heard through the grapevine type stuff. And the last time I checked, I didn't get much. When I looked for certain things, I ain't getting much come back. Right? Trying to get official stuff. So some said, well, try again. I came across justeer.law.com. .law.com. Right? But so appellate case, what it was about case number 00-426A. If I know the system like I think I know it, 11th Judicial Circuit Court, Mr. Smith had been apprehended probably in 2000. I remember being on the 5th floor with him. Slap Rock, Philly, who robbed the bank with a BB gun. Jitter Flick, Jerry. I think that's the cell that was in. Don, whose mother had just passed not too long ago. Don was in there. Zombie Chuck. Bud was on that same floor, the 5th floor, in the safety cell. And I think this is the time when I'm writing political science. The 9/11 attacks happened. Bush Jr. named it the axis of evil. All this stuff is going on. And I named my album Political Science. I took a turn from my G stuff because I looked around and I saw, well, these guys that really have the finance to put me in the studio and to go even further to build, we had this, just like my business plan was. Wise God, Deck, and Ed, they financed it. We were just short of the radio station, which they tried at one time, but they got told on. Tried the underground, they got told on. And anybody know about underground radio station, you can go to jail. ATF come out there, marshals and all kinds of stuff, just for that air antenna. Diamond in the back, run just for that air antenna. Right? You might not have a big Cadillac, but you got that air antenna. They come in, they dog. They coming. So they found the ball, but we had the club, team club, kind of model. I wanted to model like after Luke Skywalker, because I saw the genius in what he did before he even got on blogs and platforms and talked about it. You just knew about it. But you didn't have internet and all that kind of stuff back then, like that. Right? But I read into it from memory from what we had out there. That's Uncle Al. You had another one from way base station. Triple M and Ford, them had something. Luke had something. Luke used to have Pac Jam. We had the other Pac Jam. We got Luke's by the Beach, Strawberries. Probably another one. I don't know about Inferno. But man, Luke was doing the dang own thing. But Pac Jam was very key. Because the big industry, they going after the youth a lot. And they use the youth a lot. Like they did ABC, Crisscross, and New Edition and stuff like that. They love to use the youth to get that next generation who might not be digging the Beatles and all that kind of stuff, Rolling Stone. They gonna find a little young group. So, and the younger the better. Plus they naive and whatnot, and their parents might drop the ball and stuff, so they can team up with the agents and the managers and rob them blind, like Webster, Emmanuel Lewis, and people like that. So now, I saw that my actual backing that I had when I'm writing the bars, they were not backing me up. In a lot of crucial areas in my life, they were not backing me up. And especially the finance. I saw myself being basically blackballed out of what I helped start. But I didn't technically start Explicit Entertainment. I didn't. My name is nowhere on that paperwork. I was not there physically. But what I did do, what I never explained to them, was I left town in '93 to protect anybody, maybe them if they doing something, but anybody I was around who I knew was doing something. Because I saw how I might be under investigation. Simply because my mother wants to know, why you dropping out of school? Why you coming home smelling like alcohol and reefer? And ain't no telling what else I'm into. It's 93, 92. I done started running with guys she don't really too much like. Because, you know, shit call them no backbone. You know, stuff. If you a person lay up under your mama and, you know, ain't no job, no schooling, you know, she meets you and it's like, you know, ain't nothing going on at that age. I'm 18, 19. She ain't, She told me when I graduated, you gonna go to school, you gonna get a job, you gonna lay around here. That's it. You can have women over when I'm here. The girls and stuff you're dealing with, when I'm here, you can have more. Okay. So effectively, the pimping ain't got no place to stay, right? Birds have net, fox have hole, but the son of a bitch ain't got nowhere to lay his head. So I went full-fledged, grinding in the street, trying to get that money. But it's like the carrot and the donkey, because we out of the 80s, and it's 91, 92. We will never see the 80s again, all the way up to right now. Just little simple measures they took. The 80s never. Now some pockets, some here and there, you know, you would forget and think it's 85, 81. Think you Alpo, nigga for life. Right? Somewhere around here, somewhere. Wherever you at. You ain't gotta be with Harlem. But the agencies had gotten smarter. They smart. 89 a number. Another number. Police ain't getting no dumb. And nor am I. And I said, I tell you what, because somebody could be just trying to see. You know, am I in the flop house? You know, nodding. Am I? Right? Make a blast. Just give me just one more hit. Oh, please, oh, please, oh, please. What's going on with it? So one day, my mama came to me one day. I came home, I was about to leave or something. She say, how much money you got? Yeah, how much money you got? I ain't got none, but I don't want to tell her, because I just got paid like that day or the day before. I ain't paying no bill. This is 1992. I ain't got a light bill and water bill. So I don't want to tell her. Because she'll turn that around. Oh, you a gambaholic. You need to see somebody. You need to get... She'll go all out. Bougie with it. So I done wrote and list me in some doggone psychotropic helping drugs. She believe in all that bull jive. I just got roped off in the crap game. You know, things like that. You know, I got my reefer bill, my alcohol bill. You know, things like that. Sometimes lend money out, wait on to come back, might never come back. And I don't want to talk about that, because after YBI tried me and got doggone Kid Nice, Randolph White, I had to sit there and preach to Randolph White, sitting on my right, like the right-hand man he was, on that embankment in front of 2782 Tilson Road, and reach and preach and teach and tell him why he should not walk in that boy house and kill him with his mama and his stepdad and little brother in there. And he got mad at me. And I'm sitting up saying, man, look, man, I need you out here with me. What you gonna do in jail? They know you. What if you even go in there with whatever? I don't know how you plan on doing it, because he didn't sound like he was gonna plan it out like he might go in and come out, don't nobody know who did it, like he was gonna walk in there and walk past his parents and little brother and come back out here and, huh? This man got me about 1 year. At the age of 15, getting paid out the ass, motherfucker, 15. He's 16 or maybe 17 by now. I forgot when his birthday fall. Definitely 16. After every autumn, had to go to the bottom in the summer. But not this summer, I had to risk getting a number. 8 to 8 to stay, baby, can't wait, give me a week, and now I work off the weight. Had a, now belly gotta. Come around then they barely 5 pounds. Coming from the liquor store, coming around show. Don't make me kick your hole, holding down the fort. How many times? $9 for a dime, buy 5, get 1 free. Hope it ain't one time. 9 in the hole, the folk 5-0. He about 16. He ain't graduate school, he ain't got a GED. I'm begging this man. That nigga, he hear the tears in my voice. I need you out here with me. That's my key to down by law. That old nigga, don't, he got me about 3 years, Mike Murphy. He don't want me around him. That's contributing to the delinquency of a minor. But he about raised Randolph. They like this. That's how me and G2 really got good with Mike. Cause him and G2 were together when I got there. About 10 years old. They like this. Right? Sometimes they'll quit one girlfriend and the other one got the girlfriend. Same girl. They go way back. Children. If I'm 10, they 11. So that's how G2 got up on him. And he was our key to down by law, because down by law was some big old man-sized people. They might be slim and this and that, right, trimming away with them, but the height, if he's short, he can fight, he can shoot, and he's from the old school Atlanta. If I can be raised by the old school, these dudes were definitely old school, because they're older than me. My daddy in Miami. I don't know much of the matriarchy side. We Creek, Geechee Gully, Muskogee, Creek, Muskogee and all that. But there ain't nobody coming up like to do in Miami. Hey, I'm your cousin. I'm your third cousin, tripe and move. Ain't nobody talking like that. Only thing I can remember is my old girl and my old boy would stop at certain houses anywhere between here, Dade, and Fulton County or DeKalb County. And they know somebody, they can get out, go inside, the whole family go inside, and they come in. Hey, have a seat, help yourself. Something on the coffee table. You need anything? Out in the kitchen, off the stove and all that, they'll serve that. But on the coffee table, they had them nuts, them soft peppermints and stuff like that, cashew, peanut stuff like that. You can get that right now if you really feel kind of famished. They'll throw you some water, some Kool-Aid, something like that. You want something to drink. And if you want some food, somebody will heat something up if it ain't already hot, and they'll feed you. We're breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And they always tell my parents, you stay as long as you want, Winnie. You stay as long as you want, Jimmy. I knew I had people, but up there ain't nobody talking to me like that. I was a little too young to really bond like that in the WIC. We just moved from the WIC. Jits, I'm 9. I got hit by a car when I was 9 in Miami. In the casket and all that. I had to go back to what? Sister Claire Muhammad Bankhead. Right? Email Pleeman to email now at the Bacha. Now, right down the street from the WIC, though, that's where we at. But we just. And the Wayne Williams, Atlanta child murder, and all, ain't nobody I ain't trying to move around. Young nigga like me, 10, 12, they got guns. And they still don't hardly want to, because we don't trust this environment. The crackers racist. Fuck. Forsyth, Georgia. Stone Mountain, Georgia. Still a lot of crackers out there. Ain't too many so-called blacks moved out there yet and bought houses yet. There's still a lot of Confederate flag flying, racist crackers, talk to you, call you all type of names, this and that. So, nigga like me, who know I ain't finna sit there and take that, I'm not going out and about. That's another reason why Mike ain't want to deal. See, Mike knew I was a nation Muslim. He knew I didn't play. And Mike, like, he's a player. Mike is more of a player. He had a lot of goons around him, and he wasn't soft. So he would fight. He liked to fight. But he really was a ladies' man. That's why so many people liked him, because he was charismatic. His smile would light up a whole neighborhood. And the women loved him. So you knew if you ran with Mike, you probably find you some chicks. That's before they really start calling it down by law. So by the time it's down by law and they known for kicking butt, they definitely were pulling chicks left and right, just being around Mike, right? That one of the main draws of the youth around him. But he got people bigger and stronger and fight better than him. More cutthroat now, but their name was out of people's mouth and out of their head. They don't know about that. Except for the few people that'll see a little something, something, because we all spread. Ain't nobody in that East Lake Meadow a damn lie. People done been moved out the meadow. Some people done left their grandparent or mama or something who was in the meadow when they were 12, now they 30, 40 something, got children, down by law all over the place. Because blood ties, alumni, teammates, stuff like that, keep the bond strong. And we coming out the old school who made us, y'all gonna fight each other. Or y'all gonna make up and y'all gonna let us know right now. Y'all friends now, or you gonna fight it out empty-handed. That's how we were raised. A lot of time, the law, you see them dragging one man, that man probably was out there somewhere, pat some girl on the butt, push some dude thinking he by himself because he ain't got the black and gold or the GT on, or whatever. He might be dressing preppy. Oxford button up, down, khaki pants, some Sebagos, some penny loafers, some crayon shoes, something like that. They think he a sucker. Dressing GQ or something, because he ain't dressing sporty and quote unquote gangster. Not knowing is anywhere from 50 to 100, maybe 1,000 or more out there that's down by law and affiliate. Because if you call out any game, they gonna know somebody that they real tight with. Creep Dog, 5%, Tech Wood Boy. You got all the projects you can look online. Zone 1, 2, 3, 4, and all that kind of shit to get beyond that. Summer here, all that jive. Right? Player, you did not want to gang up 2 or more and jump nobody without a good reason. So that's a lot of time when you see, when we saw it or they saw, whoever saw it, they might say, oh, they jump, but you don't know the backstory behind it. This man probably molested one of them boy child or something. Might have stole something from him or something. Things that take it out of that part of the rule book, the bylaws about one-on-one. Now you're out there. So don't get wrong, shawty. Them bylaws and stuff only protect those who are respectful of others and themselves. The minute you start to violate people, ain't nobody coming to save you no more. And you're about grown anyway. Now you want to be mannish? Now you got to be a man. You got 5, 8, they scrapped and all. They'll whip your behind. But they got that. In the glove compartment, under the seat, might be right there on it. Lucky that ain't all they came to do. Because they still got love for you. They'll spank your butt. Like a mother bear do around her cubs, and around the cave, and the lioness and all do around the pride, just to let you know you're infringing upon territory and you're acting in a certain way where it's not safe for us. And we need to let you know, you give us some room. Get back. You ain't die. Shawty, wear that ass whipping, shawty. Let it ride, shawty. That's how we talk when you had to go through something. Wear that ass whipping. What's wrong with it? Your favorite stars on WWF and in the boxing ring, Sugar Ray Leonard done lost something. Marvin Hagler, Muhammad Ali, whoever you look up to, they take losses. They don't come back shooting. Sissy. Now, so when I say these lyrics, I spit these bars. Yeah. They got mad because what's happening is I'm quiet as hell. And a lot of people I deal with, they quiet or was supposed to be quiet. But some stuff did leak out that I didn't want out. Right? So I had to have a way to present my case as a rapper. Right? Street, hardcore, whatever you want to call it, without putting too much information out there. So I pulled it off with Gaffer like that, claim to fame and all that. I ain't say nobody's name. Slimzo shout out some of his partners. They was happy. They was all right. Ain't nobody tell them, hey man, take my name out. Ain't nobody say that. Even some of the most hardest ones. They let it fly. I ain't say no name. And by me not saying names and using things like Black, Slick Pod, you know, Buddy, Dog, you know, a female and a fella. That way, nobody don't have to step to me and say, hey man, keep my name out your mouth. Dead serious. Ready to take off right then. And we gotta stop passing that jive out. And we come across one, we gotta kind of find out a way to get it out their possession and destroy it. It could have went there. Player. Yeah. But I'm smart enough to know what I'm doing. So that thing, the underlying current of Gaffer like that and claim to fame was screaming loud. Even though I'm not saying expressly. And that's a part of why they love me so much. That I could come that hard and keep it so real and not make a mistake and say too much. I like to say I told on everybody and nobody at the same time. And they look at you like this. Like, how you gonna function out here and you done said that though, that you did say? And they looking like this, like, and they went from that to get in the studio, Slick Larry, Slick Darryl, DeAndre Stephen, all the ones who warning us about our review board and all the other sweeps they doing in Atlanta, DeKalb County, Fulton County, you know, and all that. Cause if they know me, like they think they know me, I need to do a whole 360. I need to turn over a new leaf if I'm gonna put that out there. So I had already planned and enrolled in college, and I went on time. So they were like, phew, thank you. But I hooked up with DJ Chaz of Club Paradise fame, Ebony Eyes, Ebony A's, and all them other stars stripping in that one particular club, because I didn't get a chance to club hop yet. Got to get everything together. He worked there, and that's my ride. We be pushing the Beamer, and my job was to drive him so he can rest. Sometimes we'll pull off on the I-20 for him to sleep, and big old tractor trailer shaking the car, they going, woo. I'm like, how he can sleep through this shit? He knocked out. He going to school. He work in the club. He managing sing. His girlfriend was a singer. And another R&B group I met and all this. And he was supposed to introduce me to somebody at that club one day. Scarface come out with his first debut album. First song he played with Money and the Power. He talking to me. And the things he's saying went deep. I see it's opening up for me. I didn't even go around the campus playing my music and tell them I want to rap. If somebody asked, I might tell them. It probably rolling behind my back play. I had the tape in there. But he sees something in me, and he trying to help me. But he like a CEO himself. So he would rather me be an artist on his label, but he sees we already took that step. CEO, he sees that he reads into it, so he feel like, you know, he ain't trying to be nobody artist. He running the label right now with that cassette tape. Him and whoever that is on that tape. And everybody, man, Decatur was so famous in West Georgia College. We were the arch enemies of Rome niggas. And that's where we at. Carrollton County, Georgia City, Carroll County. They hated Decatur niggas. Out of all the cities, not Atlanta, Decatur. And what word was on the street that year? 91, 92. They even messed with some. And I had to step up for a minute because I ain't finna wait till they get at me and then be looking at the ones they been told me they got tried. Then I get tried. They like, they ain't say nothing, they were mess with me, nigga, you on your own. I know that how we roll in Decatur. Leave me out there by myself if you want to. Well, I don't fuck with Eastwick. Fuck with down by law. Leave me out there by myself if you want to, nigga. You on your goddamn own. Just like me. Survive, nigga. Nigga was damn like they like the captain of the football team or a running back star, wide receiver, some big had height over me. Right? Real jet black. Nigga did me like this one night. I think we at the club. I ain't sold nobody out. I ain't said nothing to nobody. He done found out I'm a Decatur nigga, Decatur County. Decatur nigga. I went and got that bulletproof vest I got from Mac 10. Put it up under my Dickie suit, zip up. The thick time for the cold weather. And I'm posted like this here. Club Calhouns and all. We with the Q, DNA Cavalry Incorporated. That's about all I mess with. Nobody else. Few SIGs I talk to, few Kappas, but I'm dealing with DNA. Skipping school, listening to Bustin, nigga. Can't hang, nigga. Cavalry Incorporated. That's who Roland ended up. My roommate ended up after Matt Smith. Roland became my roommate. I forgot his last name. He was going. He started getting the Cavalier. I think he actually officially went in there. I wouldn't mess with no frat, but I get in the sorority. I ain't messing with no frat. I just had to starve. I had to steal out the food court. But I had a three meal a day food plan too. But for some reason, that shit wasn't filling me up for nothing, no matter how much I ate. Probably was all that walking. I ain't doing much. The cabin was big. You had to walk to this class, that class, and studying. I ain't never studied like that. And I ain't never walked that far. That was some distance. That was a big old cabin. That alone right there probably burned the jive of three meals. Walking and studying, right? And trying to figure out this what I'm doing. I'm thinking a lot. Mind doing cartwheels. So money and the power was driving me. Even when I'm going, thinking about FTW, Manhattan Madmen. Lil Cerno from Atlanta, late night, early morning, in the wick by myself. It's dark. And Mike Jabot jump out the bush. On the side of the building. Out the shadow. I don't even know who the hell this nigga is. Yet. When I seen who it was from the south side, that lead over there, the Bimbo, Econo, and Long John Silver. Mind you, I'm pushing the Black Beamer now. In Atlanta, the year 1992. Niggas sweating me like crazy. Niggas know I'm Miami. And you got a war going on against Miami boys and Atlanta niggas. And Decatur niggas. Slim's old barely fucked with me. Cause their daddy had a shootout with some Miami niggas. And told me, get the fuck up out that cut. He barely fucked with me in the first place. But I was raised there. And they let that slide. Well, he ain't let it change. He ain't acting funny, acting grand, all the kind of shit. Right? He the same old, he ain't letting nothing change it. There he is, shouted, there he is. He ain't changed. Stay brown, you can stay around. So now, this fool clenched down on my right wrist. I'm talking about the vice grip. Immediately, I'm thinking about the cars can line up on my north side, both sides of the street. That's the main street coming down into the apartment. We getting toward the middle where the rent office is at. I mean the mailbox. Maybe rent office, but definitely mailbox. We getting toward, but I ain't there yet. You got these woods that connect. You can walk for miles in them woods. And they get thick. You go to Ellenwood, it's deer. Might be panthers out there. Pumas and shit, wolves and shit, bears and shit. Cause we at the foothill Appalachian. Shit, Stone Mountain is a mountain. That's further east. The Appalachian go up to Carolina. This goddamn fool jumped out of nowhere. It's cars parked. It's a lot of apartment. You look on Google Maps. Eastwick is a big old apartment complex. Nigga could be in any amount of niggas in any apartment complex right around. Might be some bando, the woods. Right on the other side of you look, the small little woods is another whole big old parking lot for Admiral Bimbo Inn, Club Michael, Econo Lot, cars and niggas, and enough nigga make a Tarzan movie could be within 40 yard, 30 yard right now, hiding and about to come out. That's why I ain't pop off. And I'm dressed button up like ballet shoes or something like that, slacks, and no tennis shoe shit, no tennis shoe pimping tonight. Pimpin' Night Brown, Club Paradise, DJ Chad pushing a beamer, a black beamer. DJ Chad mess with a lot of heavyweights in that club. So once I'm with them, they sweating Chaz. Chaz the one doing it, just by meet and greet, shaking. They might pay him some money. All them underground labels and stuff, paying DJ money to play them songs and stuff. That's how he getting his money. They trying to figure out what I got going on. How this nigga come out of here pushing a beamer? My partner Big Nard got a root beer Mercedes with a big gold emblem on the front, drop top, cool. We just out of high school. They on our dick. Robbing crew, you name it, out of town robbing, they on our dick. This fuck nigga playing with me. I don't even really know this nigga like this. I played it cool. When I got the round in his ass, I said one day will be his last day and I ain't going to jail. I ain't talking to nobody. Ain't no nigga gonna call themselves approaching me, shouting about me explaining. Why? Cause you won't know. There's gonna be another, he ain't all that old. He still everybody somebody's child. There's another Atlanta child murder. And I gotta stop hating Wayne Williams so much now. Cause kids do play too much. They'll make you do it to them. They had children found, female, strangled by her own panties, tied to the street pole. Over there by Ashby, Auburn Avenue, and all that. In Atlanta. Yeah. See, shit like that'll get you. You'll be found like that. Dead in your bed with your in your mouth. Player. Trying to short the red, I'm down south. I am not playing. Never before, never after. Can a person honestly say, they can say all they want, honestly say, I begged, I paid, I asked, I finessed to do what that man had on their mind that night. I'm going to the bottom. Manhattan Madmen, FTW, to talk to the family that they left behind. All this player hating, lying, setups, robbery, stick up, backstabbing, nigga letting niggas in through the back door to come rob and kill me while my face turned to the back door. All this kind of stuff going on. So I'm trying to see about my people. Go see about certain old people you left behind, because they not really from around there. And certain old got a lot of attention on them. So I want to check up on them. Plus these little duck-offs, they let me come in there, especially certain old people. I could come in and spend the night, take a bath, get something to eat. Sometimes my money be low. My hustle be on, but my money be low. I came to get some new money. I ain't got no money. I might need to go in there, take a shit or something. Now, that combined with that music, first got my partners real uptight. Cause most of them know they might have a pistol, some contraband, and it'll be police everywhere. About 2 helicopters, dogs on the ground, looking for somebody, and they don't even know who it is yet. A lot of people go to jail. The ensuing days and weeks and months, far as they know. Because they don't know how tight my mind is and how well I'm put together far as emotional quotient. Can I control my anger now that this person done tried me like that? Because they know me very well. They know the lit. If I come over your house, because your stepdaddy did the puffy to the casket of your mama and ask you, how long should he live? Because he can die right now. They know what the fuck I do for myself if I'm doing all this shit for other people. Because ain't nobody ever had the nuts to even try me up to that point. The closer came was Alan Gartrell, I think his name is. Hey man, I like that. Hey man, I like that, man. I had a little diamond cut Mercedes emblem, a real one, out the jewelry store. White gold on a silver chain. Hey man, okay, I like that. And everybody walking around with the emblems they stole off the car. Who couldn't afford jewelry, they get the emblem off the car hood and put it on a keychain. People who can afford jewelry, they got the big Mercedes and whatnot, whatever size they want. Might be on the ring. So I bought me a piece of jewelry. I ain't got to worry about nobody. That's him right there. That was bum, because of the emblem off the car. A nigga kid by the rim. Nigga put his, I ain't gonna say that. He'll put his dick on the track like that. And mess your ass up by the shit. Crossed him up, bust him up. Now, so, Alan Gartrell, that name, black. He very muscle bound and athletic. Look, you can look at him and tell he can do something. He had like a bodybuilder type body, short, squat, style. But I know his face. I know him from the hood. He up there by Crystals. What's all that Miss Winters and all that up there with Taz before you jump out a lot up there. When YBI started, Taz for you to pass us and go up there, jump out on niggas and take niggas to jail and all that. He from that area, right? I almost said her name. She used to be over there. I used to see her over there. She got some people over there. I can't remember her name. Dark skin, slim sexy. I forgot her name. Lyons, Shakisha Lyons, something. She used to be over there. That was Alan Gartrell from, around that time. I said, let me see that. He looked at it, slapped me at the same time. He snatched it, spent around and took off. Gone. I said, this nigga done lost his goddamn mind. So, I came back with a hatchet. I used to take in the woods and chop down trees with. I chose the trees like this because I found out they were the hardest to chop down. They tell you not to do that though. Right? They tell you you're gonna chop something down, get an older one, and then sometimes at a certain age, now that they done defrosted so much, they don't mess with that one either. That's all we got left. So get some in between. But the young one's hard one because they wet. And you just be chopping away. So now I'm building up like Sonny Liston them. How I used to train for their fight. They do real stuff, man work. There ain't too much 1 and 2 with some dumbbells and all that. They get out there, dig ditches, right? Run up the mountain, get to the top of the mountain, get water out the well, put that down, and don't drop it. Because that's all you're going to drink. That's the type of training they coach you to take it to your cabin wherever you, and that's your water. Train. Sugar Ray Robinson, all them, they had some hell of a regimen. But a lot of that had to do with real work, picking beans in the field. My brother Wally got mad because Trevor Burbick made him do some landscaping and didn't pay him. But that's nothing compared with a lot of old school bosses used to do. A power motor on a push mower and a weed eater and all that, pole saw, that ain't nothing. Man, that ain't nothing. Them dudes take a spade, dig a ditch, deep enough to bury a dinosaur, long enough to lay him in that job. That type of time, right? So that's why I used to go in the woods with the hatchet. I'm doing little things to train myself up because there ain't nobody working with me. I went and got that hatchet out the basement. Took Terrence Harris, that Mike Murphy cousin. A lot of people didn't know that. A lot of people didn't know how good he could fight. Terry Harris, dump. He was stout. You wouldn't think. Had a nice little belly. I hit him in the belly one time. I was about 10, 11, and my wrist bent and hurt. I got goose stamped my own self on his belly. Damn. He raced some track stars from Gordon and Walker. Back to back, up the hill, blew them all with jeans on. Like straight leg, like fit. They had on jogging pants and all that. Track suit. That man was awesome. I went and got Terrence Harris. I think Melvin Jackson, the Reverend right now, he's a minister Reverend now. Melvin Jackson, Corey Dixon, I think came back. And I think that was all who could respond right away that fast. And they were ready to go in, so I said, let's go. I ain't gonna tell, no, they want to go now. I said, let's go. Maybe Cedric Foster. I don't know about Ced. But Corey Dixon, the reason why I bought that chain, because my sister said she was about to give me some money anyway come Friday, and we was at the jewelry store south of Cal Mall, and that chain cost about just as much my sister said she was going to give me. So I told him, I said, man, you got it, man, because I'm going to get the money, I'm going to have the money. He got it. Gave it to me. Let me buy it, gave me the money, let me buy it. I think Corey Dixon came with us. What the name is? Terrence Harris, Melvin Jackson, them three. I remember them three. Maybe Ced and Melvin real tight. Used to play basketball a lot at Tony Elementary, at the basketball court. Him and Perry, them, Tommy Lee, all the Jackson brothers. Right? So now, we ain't never find him. And whenever time I see him, ever since then, he'll be about 65 yards away from me, like Zales and stuff. He'll be way off like this, posted, looking at me first. He'll see me first, looking like this. I think ready to run again. Might be ready, I don't know. But back then, I ain't carrying no gun every day. All the time. That's how I buck juvenile and jail and all that. I go get one if I need it. And most times, like I talk in fight science, most of these fights people are having are not really called for, really not warranted. That you would do all that with somebody that you would be friends with that same day or next day, but sometimes it get out of hand and somebody shoot or stab to death. My next door neighbor, Stephanie Reese. Her son, I think he the second one after his sister. We used to call her Peaches. I held her like this when she was an infant. They stayed next door to us. We were 2782 Tilson Road. They were right there to the west, right next door. And the man was wrestling with a friend, a good friend, you know him. And they had an agreement to wrestle. He not playing too much and doing too much. They was wrestling, but he kept winning. Dude got mad and killed him. That's uncalled for. That's uncalled for. He shouldn't get out of jail no time soon. You'd be surprised the one they give a break to. Because the penal system, sometimes they give a break. Trump will pardon Kodak Black, Meek Mill, and you will see him back in jail again. But Jamil Mackey, they'll act like they don't know. Officer William behind filed a false police affidavit arrest report. So there's St. Serene and City of Miami Officer Gonzalez. Metro Day officer, William Behind. They act like they don't know. Eric B. Holder know by now. Loretta Lynch know by now. And it F me, it F y'all. But like I said, if they pull me over and run my name, they gotta treat me like y'all got that paperwork. And that computer screen tells them, call back up. And he so much as flinch wrong. Ba 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 ba. Cause they trying to make a home with their family, that's all they know. They want to see their daughter again, their son again, watch the game and all that kind of stuff. Kick his shoes off, take a nice bath. Ain't no nigga gonna have them up fucked up in no hospital or going from the street to the meat wagon down with their boots on. They'll be goddamn. And that's because of their compadre, who everybody acting like he didn't do what he did. To screw my life up big time. Big time. Day after day. How many people I had to sit there and find a way out? I not had to fight this big old nigga. In Dade County Stockade, TGK, West Dade, Metro West, downtown jail, county jail by the courthouse, annex. How many times? You got 30, 40 something people, and you never know when the majority against you, because they want to in your booty. The slightest little thing, you get a commissary badge. You got a friend with a commissary badge. And just don't want to see them stab them up and all about some cookies and zooms and wham. And then tell them, hey, no, man, we don't do that in here, man. You know they're going to take the TV. Anybody die, we all going to get a murder charge in this bitch. Times are hard, we scarred, we got us a plot to get rid. That shit for real. I was in them situations. I seen that nigga Ricky Adams get killed. When I turned my head, he had knots. And he would breathe, you could hear the congestion. He was just talking fine. I said, he ain't gonna make it. And they said, why you say that? Why you say that? He ain't gonna make it. Somebody, bam, got the little brew, banging on the door. Stockade, banging on the door. This when Bush, talking about the axis of evil. 9/11, lying about Osama bin Laden and all that jive they lied about. And blowed up them Twin Towers and collected that insurance money and all that crooked stuff Bush Jr. and them was doing. In alliance with his daddy and all that. Bustin and all that. Now, Ricky Adams died that day. And for some reason, out of all the people in the cell, when they pulled me out, a female, jet black female correctional officer say, Mackie no. Now Mackie gonna tell, why emphasis on me? I said, you gonna give me a badge and a gun too? Cause you give me that, you gonna have to let me out too. You have to take them fake charges off me too. And once that stuff come up out of that system, I'm gonna throw that badge and that gun right in your face and keep it moving. Cause I don't do police as an agent myself. That's y'all job, not mine. I rap. This ain't no hip hop police over here. This ain't no CI, confidential and reliable. No. My lips are sealed with chapstick, baby. Do your job. They screwed with me too much when I was a youngster. By the time I got older, the River Cop case had them pad all kind of foolery and buffoonery and chicanery. I don't want to be associated with them. I'm from the hood. Hoes already running from me, running from this pimping. Laughing. My feet stinking ugly right now from being in the street with my shoes strapped on looking for a chick. Hours and hours till the sun go well like the sundown. Every day. Same pair of shoes, ain't even changed shoes and wash my feet and all that like they teach you when you start studying about how to get rid of this funk. fungus, toenail fungus and all that. Boy, you been... I'm about late, shawty. I need a magician, not a beautician. Chasing women in the street. Oh, you think I'm gonna put that on? Don't nobody hot. The left side, a badge on, 35. Man, shit, I don't want that. They try to make me that. I can do it's all kind of things. I can paint. I can be an architect, engineer. I ain't finna do that. I ain't doing that, risking my life to stop somebody doing something on my mind myself. That's hypocrisy. Karma get me. Get a response, get a call for the bank robbery. Nigga, I drive the other way. I see one of my superiors, he flagged me, hey, come here, fuck you. I'd get fired that day. Nah. I'm feeling these niggas. Give me a helicopter, $1 million in unmarked bill. I'm feeling these niggas. In third world countries, they kidnapping politicians out the car in the traffic. They'll throw up a roadblock, hold them for ransom, because they crooked as hell. They got to find a way to get some get back. Got people all outside the bank won't open, won't let nobody come get their money out the bank. It's third world countries, Caribbean, Central America, South America. I ain't siding with this jive. I'm gonna be amongst my people. Even though they buck breaking and hazing heavily. Like I say before, they don't respect a Negro without a job. And no matter what you do, they raise the bar. Till you realize one day, stop performing. You're not a circus animal. You're not a circus clown. I don't walk the tightrope, a high wire, and all that. I'm not performing for these people. You don't like me, well, you just don't like me. I'm gonna be myself. You don't appreciate me. I will not let these people get me off my square. I'm doing my job in the eyes of God, ultimately. So you can take my charity and stab me in my back, talk about me behind my back, use and abuse me. I'ma still try to find somebody that look like they really need it, hopefully appreciate it. Chief Rod said if you make a mistake and give charity to the unappreciative, it diminishes the karmic return, not because of what you did. You didn't have the discernment enough to know to see through this person and see the heart and the mind of this person. Cold-hearted, evil, jealous bastard, envious bastards who hate you even when you're trying to help raise them up some kind of way. Most people want money before anything else. Don't walk around preaching and teaching, inviting people to the meeting and all that. I try to find out a way to do business with this person and show them I'm an honest businessman like a Muslim is supposed to be. When you entrust a Muslim with anything of value, from your blood to your possessions, everything a person owns is sacred and it belongs to that person. Everyone's blood is sacred. Everyone's property is sacred. Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim commands this. Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim. So the Anglo-Saxons, white Anglo-Saxon Protestants, and everybody else. My propagation, my dawah is, if you won't hire me at your place of employment without harassing me about some old homosexual act, how about let me come to your house and cut your grass? We do tree removal. We do all kind of things. So I started passing out the business card. How did anybody call me about the things that are actually on that card? And I don't even deal with a lot of white folk, so-called white folk, because they think because you, hey, try to get their attention, you come to bed. They look at the skin. You trying to sell some dope. You trying to rob them. If it's a woman, she probably got a husband nearby. Husband think he's trying to flirt with his wife. Get mad at you and her. Now she mad at you because you messing up her home life and her vibe at her house. She got to tell him, I ain't look at him, I ain't wink at him, the nigga said this and that. He mad at both of us, she mad at me. That's the direct antithesis of what I'm trying to get going with the card. Negro males done screw black males, so-called black male, Latino and whatnot, and Albion, done messed me around for so many years on the business tip. I don't even deal with males a lot in public. Other than getting out their way. Might say, excuse me. That's about it. That's it. I don't even deal with males because females is not really why I'm broke. I ain't never been on child support, paid alimony. Woman ain't never took my house. I ain't never came home and caught a screwing no man in my bed. A woman never messed me over. It's these males who largely, the older females, didn't allow their fathers to instill manhood in them properly. It's a lot of underdeveloped males here and here. The emotional quotient, the intelligence quotient, the IQ, the EQ. And it comes out in social dysfunction, player hating. Murder, robbery, blackballing, setups. That's where it come out at. And on and on and on. And I distance myself for that. Because I don't want to be blamed about no domestic violence issue between a man and his woman, a man and his daughter, a man and me, and all this kind of stuff. Then I got a lot of supposed to be friends. Case number 00426A highlighted a group of young men that were in amongst men for miles and miles, north, south, east, and west, who they rounded up prior to 97, 97, 98, on up until right now. And everything, A1 since day one, shouted, everything I stood on back then to keep me out of jail, keep me out the courtroom, keep me out the ground, inshallah. That's life, word life. I gotta apply that. So all you suckers that got next to me and said stuff in my ear and in my face that I hope my son smart enough to respond like I respond. They'll trick you out your life, trick you off the streets. You live long enough, you see right through a nigga like the Terminator. Terminator walk around, as a screen come up, he can see it. Tell him all about it, whoever he got his focus on. Terminator, movie Terminator. Arnold Schwarzenegger played that part. You see right through. I started studying, dabbling in psychiatry, and realized, man, that's a science to that. I know it from experience. They study that in school. When a person talking to you, they eye go down here, eyeball go here, go here, go here, go there, go tell you if they lying or not, fidgeting with something on their body or something every time they go to line and jive and whatnot. Psychiatrists can read, that's why they give you a psychic valve. The judge give you a psychiatric evaluation. You don't even realize they just trying to do what the lie detector might pick up on your behind. And sometimes they'll throw some question stuff in there ain't even got nothing pertinent to the case. Because there might be more about that than the doggone phony ass case. Trying to figure your behind out. See? Because me, I know I'm Moab. Canaan land Moabite. Indigenous to the earth plane. See, all talkiness then. All talkiness. Right? Right? with superior jurisdiction. Malcolm X says by hook or crook. If you gonna be a bigger crook than me on my own estate, and it's cheat, and steal everything by way of murder, robbery, rape, and all this kind of stuff, I'm really not stealing if I pick up a Coca-Cola, walk out, and don't pay for it. That's petty. If I went in Fort Knox and found a way to have everybody bound and gagged, duct tape around their mouth and eye, that's really not, if I do it. House Joint Resolution 192 and all this other foolishness that they claim to reset and reinstating the republic properly is about to put an end to. But by the grace of Ar-Rahman, Alhamdulillah, right now today, I have not walked into Fort Knox, a bank, a jewelry store, place that have real valuables, so I don't have to do this every day, every other day, just to get a pork chop in my belly, get a reefer joint or something. And I'm every week, I'm out here doing stupid stuff. Alhamdulillah, I am not sitting on death row in some federal penitentiary, right? Flooring Superman. Wonder if I'm a bumping Dad or somebody. Angel Bay or somebody. Mumia Abu Jamal. They might let us meet. And I can really start to study so-called black history. Getting it straight from the horse's mouth. Political prisoner. Now I keep going back to Fred Hampton, Bunchy Carter, and all that, because no one denies how much of a political party, a student body, student union, nobody can deny who and what they were and what they stood for. And look at what J. Edgar Hoover. Who was that right before Richard Nixon? No, Richard Nixon, Ford in them. Lyndon B. Johnson. Lyndon B. Johnson, he dealt with King too. Lyndon B. Johnson. London, Laws of London. Lyndon B. Johnson. Stop the gaslighting. Stop it. I'm talking to the average, ordinary, everyday thing. I'm outstanding, leaving rappers outstanding in the rain. Stop gaslighting, man, and come clean. Y'all know what they did to me and what they still doing right now today. Gaslighting. Blaming the victim. Yeah? Not Dewan. Dacian, you foul. Bo Outlaw, you foul. It's gonna catch up to you. I wonder what Bush Sr. would say if I sat down and talked to Bush Sr. if he was here. God bless his soul, and just look him in his face and say, well, you know, it started like this and down to the last period. Tell him Salaam Alaikum and leave. Trumpet my bro and push off. You foul. You foul. And a lot of y'all like their friends, families, neighbors, alumni, y'all foul. And your day coming. That's a large job. Allah makes Muslims and he breaks Muslims. That's a large job. I can't do it. 2 minutes suckers not enough time to me do anything with anything, a slingshot or a 9. You niggas foul. I don't blame females for avoiding me. Because anytime I get about right, they be back smiling. Hey. I just don't fill them in what's going on behind the scenes with these Negroes and whatnot. and these albions and whatnot, where I can't really treat them how I really want. Well, you know what? I almost did over the last 3 years, I almost did. But too many females had a sour look on their face as soon as I pop up. I don't even know her. I'm just seeing her for the first time. I come in, pastime, Martin Luther King restaurant. The worker behind the counter like this. I don't know what just happened, but it looked like she changed when I came. Like she was talking and stuff, but I think it might have been dark outside, but I came in early morning. I come in, they see me, about 3, 4 of them. Next time I came, one of them was smiling, real pretty, yellow bone. I tipped her how most people probably don't tip like that in that particular restaurant. Most people won't tip like that. They could have ate like 2 days off that. Something like that or more. I forget the exact denomination. She was all right, but I gave her my business card, never heard from her. So the last 3 years, my situation shifted where I could show. But a lot of time I couldn't even meet nobody right because of the attitudes of them and all that. And I ain't gonna make you witness the heart of gold that I have. All my life, I've been held back behind the 8-ball, black ball, simply because main thing, that old sissy from down south, egomaniac, Shine Mackey. He liked to be, even though he was kind of hard-headed when he was growing up, him and Porter Road and all, Eddie Ludlow and them, he want us in so disciplined. When he say something, we do it. He say jump, we say how high. So since I ain't jump into the military and jump on the police force and jump in the Nation of Islam back in the early 90s, or the 80s for that matter, when it come to nation, he might be behind that arrest from Officer William B. Hine. That phony submission of information from Darlin Mobley. He was there before we could leave the scene by Miss Dot them house, Miss Wilson them house, Emmett Sr. and Miss Dorothy Wilson, my mother and father-in-law, who had just become ex, because my sister got another husband. She got married to a towner and quit the 2-2 player, divorced him. My daddy pop up before Officer Hine could pull off. My uncle came to the trial when them Latinos majority found me guilty. Only one looked like he regretted that verdict was a white boy, Albion. He was shaking his head like he about to cry. Looking at the ground like, this messed up. My father, his junior, and Wally was at the hearing when Leslie B. Rothenberg, when he said my son was assassinated. 1996. St. Serene and bald head Judge Peter Adrian. Bald head ass Judge Peter Adrian. My uncle showed up when they finally released me and gave me that shirt. Nadia Matisse bought me that purple with the white stripes and the white cuff and the white collar. My mauve purple shoe, mauve color shoe, right? Like fake crocodile shoe, right? Flea market shoe, and some oversized jeans. He brought that after I took that no contest plea. Once again, pled no contest. With Stacey D. Glick claims that in the state of Florida, a no contest plea is a gift. See, they lie in my face. They falsify records. But I made my father and them privy to this every time. Harold Mackey, my grandfather, another Mason. Another military personnel, engineer, Army engineer. He went to his grave with the secret as to why they keep effing with me. And it might be them that they obey. Why they got so much nuts to try me? Because where I come from, and a lot of them are old school too. Ain't no little young jits today. We talking 1994, 96, Gonzalez 2000, 2001, St. Serene 2005, Hurricane Katrina. You all had some age on them then. Now the things we used to do to them, if we didn't just run them, I could run from you, I could run right through you. It seemed like to me why they were so encouraged, because I whipped St. Serene's ass. I could look at him and tell that. Gonzalez and fat ass Officer Hine William behind, back then, not now. I drag all them. Let's go to the dojo. I drag your ass. I'm talking about back then, 150 pounds. Now, Gonzalez, I probably about 160 something. St. Serene, I probably about 170 something, 180. Close around there, because I was keeping up more of my regiment on the street. I wasn't allowing all this paper chase to get me off my regiment. Isometrics. You want a demon back? Do these. I'm whatever. I'm picking up along the way, learning stuff. Do these. Yeah. So, playing in my face, Batman and Robin used to come playing with me and a couple of guys to hang around in my hood. They used to tell me, chill. Everybody's scared of me, not because they're scared of me, they're scared of what I might do to somebody that F with me. And they don't want a situation like what God knew had James O killed on my block. But that happened. So that ruined my block. For blocks and blocks and blocks. James O, one of the rawest Haitians I ever known. Now, I chill. But I know how they are. They nicknamed them Batman and Robin. I was riding out of jail on one of them phony, on Officer Hines, I think that was Officer Hines charge. Because that was 2 times I had to do a year because they lied. The probationary here, that earned me a year in prison. Credit time service. So I ended up doing 2 years behind bars, 1 year on probation behind, one lie, one officer. I think around that time, Robin got killed in Brownsville. Probably was doing the same thing he was doing, playing in my face. Them Brownsville niggas, oh. How we used to do, nigga try, he must be talking to somebody else. He can't, no, see, I used to chill, because I can tell how you acting, your day coming. A dude came up to me and did like this. It looked like it was a gun in his pocket, BB gun or something. Frank didn't say, don't do it. Cherokee said, don't do it. I don't know if you're talking to him or me, but I chill. The karma that hit that boy, because of trying me. I don't know who else he trying. He tried me though. And that's gunplay now that you started. Never, no, he did eventually through the grapevine. He had a problem with one of my partners who owed him some money. So he said he gonna come to me and get it. Huh? So it's gunplay and gang warfare? I mean, what's going on? Okay, that's how you want, all right. But I chill. Because ain't nobody who tried me after Mike Jabot tried me got me forgetting about what Mike Jabot did to me. and you not jumping in the way of whatever got coming at him from me, you not gonna jump in the way and say, no, take me instead. Oh, no, no, no. It ain't. If it got important enough, it probably would have happened. It was nothing ever. Nobody ever tried me yet. And I'm too smart to go to jail or whatever happened to me, trying to wrestle some police in uniform, and I'm too smart for that. Yeah, that was bad enough. And a lot of times you don't know it's gonna turn into what it turned into. Because you know you're innocent. When you hear what the state of the case, and oh, I'm straight. You're like back in the day, before Officer Hines started. Anytime they came with something that ain't got nothing to do with me, oh, I'm straight. Now I respect the fact he's just doing the job. It was a robbery in the area. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. Oh, whatever. Oh, sometimes make. Oh yeah, M got you. Oh, go ahead. I know I ain't got nothing. Oh shit. Cause I did. I've been ran. Right? So you don't even know that this foolishness is gonna turn into a year in jail, a year in prison, community control for a year, probation for a year, and now I'm a signal 500, something like that, off of lies alone. So and it started to get worse. People ain't never really used to try me. I used to have fights for other people. Nobody how to try me. Nothing I couldn't squash or get up in a nigga head. Little stuff here and there. I ain't have a whole lot of fights either. I had some, and I ran through every last one of them. The one was so much. And nigga lie all he want to, but he woulda did. Tell you what, player. And I like to chill. And let that escalado on that side of the chessboard get way. And most people, when they finally get me to explain my side of the story, I can't even finish the story. Hey man, you let him do that? Wait, boy, I see. Then I tell you, ain't know what happened. It ain't. It's still. You mean you took more? Yeah. If you shut up, I'm gonna tell you what exactly happened. I can't even get a quarter of the story out before them niggas done lost their mind. Nigga, that was me. Yeah, I know. And I need everybody to understand that. Especially the judge. This person's family and friends and any responding police officer. I need them to understand that. Because see, your jealousy, envy, hate, and all that is not my problem. Your emotional problems, your developmental problems, those are your problems, not mine. Don't make them mine. And I'm responsible for whatever I do in response. I'm responsible. Largely, ultimately, I gotta pay the price. When Bud was on the safety cell on the 5th floor, and I was in there with Bert Smith, playing for UM, poking from down south, Jim Bob, Dav off of 18. Jason across the hall, I forgot what wing was in. He was in an apartment complex, didn't hardly know nobody. Visiting somebody, doing something, and a dude that everybody know tried him. And went to pull out a fire and all that kind of stuff, and Jason defended himself. The courts called it overkill. The man dead. And everybody in the apartment told him, he messed with everybody. They gave that man damn near life, if not the death penalty, and called it overkill. How I know when to stop, when I might get shot before I even level it? How I know which bullet gonna make him say boom like the movies and fall right out? And this man getting down, bah, bah, bah. Man, come on. Come on, man. They'll do anything to keep a good man down. Anything.